What's up guys, I'm Jacob Schneider and here's my bullpen session. We're just gonna go through the pitches. I'm simulating live ABs before getting into it in a couple of days with my friends. So let's do it, let's work through it. First off, we're going to take the J bands and then we're going to go stretch out a little bit, work on the pec muscles, then we'll get into stretching and dynamics. Now that we're all loose in the arms and we're all ready and stretched out on the upper half, we're going to work on the bottom half and get stretched out there a little bit. arms stretched out, we got the legs stretched out, we got the back stretched out. We're ready to get into some plyos, get warmed up, get ready to throw. Let's do it. we've stretched our top, stretched our bottom, gotten loose with some ply balls. So let's get ready to throw a little bit with a normal baseball, and then let's hop straight into it and let's break down this live AB simulated bullpen. Let's go. All right, gang, we've loosened up the top, loosened up the bottom, did our plyos, warmed up, did our drills. Now it's time to just throw, have a bullpen. So I'm gonna walk y'all through it, what I'm thinking throughout it. Of course, I'm not gonna say that on video while I'm throwing. There'll be a voiceover, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna set everything up, then let's go. break this down. So I have my notes here, and when I look at all of this stuff, the main issue that I see and why a ton of my pitches were not accurate is the little to no separation that I had while pitching. Now, if you don't know what separation is, it's where your shoulders and your hips are in two different places. So if I'm lined up and say that I'm throwing to you, my hips and shoulders should be different. But instead, I was either here or slightly off. That is not good, which made me very inaccurate because I had nothing to get power from. In baseball, you want to be able to have that coil that comes out. I didn't have any coil, and that's why a ton of my pitches were in the dirt or left up and just wild. It's also why my velocity dropped so much, and that the only times that I would have any velocity is when I spiked it in the dirt. Now, how do I fix that? I fix that by doing drills, but I also think I need to fix that by doing mobility work and stretching out and being able that my body is actually physically able to be in that position of separation. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is a shorter pitcher. I think he's 5'11" or 5'8", somewhere. He's pretty short for baseball standards. The whole reason he can throw 95, 96 is because he has such great mobility. That's one thing that I really think I need to work on, is that mobility to fix that no separation or little separation. The second thing is tempo. Some of these, the cause was that I had a fast upper half, and that's why I didn't have separation. I didn't have a lot of tempo, and I didn't have the ability to calm myself down and work on what I needed to work on. I just got the ball and was ready to throw again. That's not how it's going to work. Of course, with the MLB pitch clock, and that also being in high school and in different college levels and obviously the major leagues, it's going to be more of a faster pace. But while throwing a bullpen, I don't need to throw every second I get the ball. I need to have my routine when I get on the mound. I was not doing my routine, which leads into the third thing. I wasn't staying very composed. As you could see on the video, my body language was bad. I was saying bad things, and I was not being very positive either. All of these things together can really affect the way you do things, and also lets other people know they've gotten to you. So I lost myself on the mound because I was not mentally capable to do what I needed to do. So again, about a third or halfway through that, I decided that this bullpen would be working on all composure, staying composed. I wasn't accurate, I wasn't throwing hard, so I needed to use this bullpen for something. I chose that something to be staying composed and working on myself, my body language, and my mouth. That went pretty okay. Not the best, but not the worst. But for what it's worth, I now know what I need to work on. Again, my separation, my mobility, and my composure. The last thing that I do want to hit on is me throwing multiple off-speed pitches. I think I'm going to take a step back on that. One of my pitching coaches told me that it's a lot harder to work on multiple pitches, which, saying that out loud, is very much a no-duh moment, for me at least. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop throwing a slider and I'm going to stop throwing a curveball, and I'm going to really focus on fastball splitter. And my reason for that being is the fastball and the splitter have very similar arm paths and release points. That will make it a lot easier for me to learn how to be good and accurate with those two pitches versus trying to throw 4 different pitches and having a big upset in where my balls and strikes are. I don't throw hard, and I don't have gross stuff, so I have to make the most of what I have. And right now, if I'm to do that, I would have to be super incredibly accurate. Greg Maddux didn't always throw hard, but he was always able to pinpoint exactly what he wanted, and he was able to develop 2 or 3 more pitches because he was so accurate and had a very repeatable routine. Maybe
And my thought process is that I could possibly add a cutter next, or maybe some version of a slider, because again, it's the same arm path, same release point, just a different hand motion to get to the result. And I say that because I do want something that will move away from a right-handed batter versus my other two pitches, which move in to a right-handed batter. But that is my breakdown. That's my 4 points. Again, working on separation, mobility, composure, and also limiting the different pitches. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please send it to me or put it in the comments below on what you think I need to work on or any tips and tricks. I would be very thankful to know. Thank you for watching. I'm Jacob Schneider, and this is my MLB journey.